leather came up and we might have a pistol in a holster here. Wow, that's a very iconic find. Metal detecting here for about 2 hours. Signals only few and far between, and suddenly my eyes noticed something very unusual. This is a very cool find. Those are the remains of a German steel helmet that has been dug out many years before by some diggers who didn't take an interest in it. But man, I definitely am not going to leave it here in the forest. I'll take it with me and make a nice display out of it. That's a genuine piece of history right there. Very big iron signal here, and generally speaking this could mean two things. It could be a big piece of shrapnel made out of iron from a bomb, for example. The other thing, bayonet, a weapon, a rifle. In this particular case, I do think this is the contour of a submachine gun. Let's see. Down there, I think, is the part where you would put in your magazine. Yeah, that's what's left of a submachine gun. I do think it is an MP40 or the Italian counterpart, the MP38 Beretta. As always, I'm not able to keep it here in the country where I live in Europe, so I will rebury it right now. But it's always a nice piece of history, and it's always interesting to put those kind of finds in a historical context. So I've cleaned it a bit with some moss, and now I'm pretty certain that this is what's left of a German MP40. Because an Italian counterpart, the MP38 Beretta, would have some grooves along the barrel. The interesting thing, it was thrown away only 4 to 5 meters next to this path here in the forest, and the soldier decided to disassemble its weapon. The part with the grip and the handle is still missing. That was a very usual thing or common thing they would do back then in order not for the enemy to get a hold of their weapon. Yeah, interesting. More finds are coming out of the ground. That is the exact position where I reburied the MP40 just a moment ago. And only 10 meters ahead there was another iron signal. And something very strange came out of the ground. Obviously it resembles pretty much a pistol. But what is it? There is some sort of a rod coming out of the pistol, out of the barrel, with a wheel attached to it. I have no clue what this is. And 5 meters ahead from the unknown pistol lookalike thing I just dug, here's another very strong signal, iron signal. It's a huge one. So let's see together what this might be. Okay, there I can already feel some iron, some resistance. That's the missing handle or the grip to the barrel of the MP40. Wow! That's a very iconic find. Top parts are made out of bakelite. The grip as well. That's a very special find. Maybe there's something more in the hole. Let's check. No, don't think so. Maybe some pieces of rust. Yeah. Very interesting find. And that's the way it would have looked like in an assembled state. 5 meters next to where I just reburied the MP40, or what's left of it, I have a huge iron signal. It's a huge iron signal. Okay. Oh, this is some barbed wire. Not gonna deal with it. I will put the branches over it again so no animals get hurt, and move on metal detecting here. Today obviously is a very iron heavy day, and so is our next signal. Some leather came up, and we might have a pistol in a holster here. Yes, definitely. That's always interesting to find. This is a very nice time capsule. There we have some Bakelite grips of the pistol already coming up. And it says Mauser. Wow. That's exciting. Very small pistol. And I obviously am not an expert when it comes to classifying weapons of the Second World War. I will look it up. And then I will let you know. More iconic finds of the retreating German soldiers come out of the ground. Wow. This is a Luger pistol, Pistole 08. Oftentimes used by German officers in the Wehrmacht. And I guess for all of my American viewers it must be a sin that I rebury all of my weapon finds again. But yeah, that's the laws here in Europe. I definitely will obey them, that's for sure. This is my find of the year. I cannot believe what I've seen with my own eyes. Trident 89 in between those foxholes.